Americans are fed up with the economy and the stock market super bubble meltdown. Today, I read an interesting article on CNN Business written by Brian Mean, titled, Americans are getting fed up with the economy. Does that mean we're heading into a recession? The author of this article referenced Moody's chief economist named Mark Zandi, who said the kinds of changes that are occurring under Trump are arguably unprecedented and it's making people very nervous. If confidence continues to fall for another 3 months and consumers actually pack it in, then game over. Well, my friends, that sounds pretty ominous to me. While lack of confidence could be an issue, I worry more about the far-reaching ramifications of decisions being made in the White House. It is hard to say how other countries are going to react or retaliate. It's like Newton's third law of motion. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. When another country is pushed, it could cause that country to push back the same amount, but in the opposite direction. A lot of rich and powerful people are accustomed to getting their way. This works when the people under you are your employees or are people who want something from you and they know they need to be agreeable. It's a different ballgame when you bark orders at people who aren't in these types of positions. Getting back to the article, the author referenced the conference board who revealed that Trump's tariffs are putting America on edge as consumer confidence fell sharply in February, registering its sharpest monthly decline since August 2021. The National Federation of Independent Business reported its third highest reading ever on its uncertainty index for January. Their data goes back to 1973. My friends, this does not sound good. Sometimes I have to wonder if Donald Trump is just showboating and trying to impress the people who voted for him. How much of what he is doing is just posturing? I have to wonder how much he may walk back in the future if the economy starts to falter. Now, there were a lot of comments beneath this article. I'll share some of them with you. The first commenter said, consumer confidence fell below 80, which is considered a bad trend, and Trump has only been in office for a month. I anticipate a recession and have curtailed my spending accordingly. I suspect many other Americans have done the same. It isn't a matter of whether we will have a recession under Trump. The question is how deep of a recession it will be. The next commenter said, until every sector of the economy is unionized and the billionaire class is brought to their knees, the U.S. will continue to degrade. Nearly 25% of the working-aged population has either stopped looking for work, have difficulty finding full-time employment, or are woefully underpaid. Another commenter said, a recession is definitely coming. Trump had no idea how to manage the pandemic. He will not know how to manage the oncoming crisis. The last comment that I'll share with you came from someone who said, we can only hope the pending recession does not turn into a depression. Remember this, it is a recession if you lose your job, but it is a depression if I lose my job. A lot of government employees, some of who paid a politician well to get their jobs, are now in a depression. The GOP depression of 2008 is a good example. Well, my friends, these commenters always have interesting things to say. Please keep in mind, these are the thoughts of the commenters and not me. What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. I read another interesting story today. This one was on yahoo.com, put out by MarketWatch, and written by Barbara Kallmeyer, titled, Jeremy Grantham on the meltdown coming for U.S. stocks and where he's putting his money now. My friends, before I share details from this article, please consider the fact that many people consider Jeremy Grantham to be a permabear. With that out of the way, the author referenced Jeremy Grantham as saying the U.S. stock market is now in super bubble territory. I'll share a quote with you from Jeremy Grantham. I've always looked at it from the point of view that the longer and the bigger and the higher it goes, the more exciting and dangerous it will be. And this has moved up the rank of super bubbles. Well, my friends, he has an interesting thesis regarding the state of the stock market. He's a lot older than me, so he definitely lived through the dot-com bubble in the late 1990s. He should know that markets can remain irrational for a very long time. He should also know that greed is a powerful emotion. Until something triggers a panic and fear takes over and people rush to the very small exit doors, I don't think all of the greed out there in the market is going to slow down. But what do I know? I'm just some guy on YouTube with a gong. So you might be wondering, where is he investing his money? The article said he prefers to invest his money in companies aimed at greening the economy. Well, my friends, I wish him the best of luck. From my perspective, that whole green movement ended after the last administration lost the presidential election. While EV technology has some merits, I don't think it is going to be a priority for this current administration. I think many automakers better hold on to their hats. I'm curious, what do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Now here's an interesting story. I read this on CNN Business, written by Leanne Colrin and Esha Mitra, titled, Indian Man Awarded Damages Over Length of Commercials Before Movie Screening. According to the authors, an Indian man has been awarded damages in a legal case against the country's biggest movie theater chain after he complained that it showed too many commercials before a movie. Here are my thoughts. This took place in India and not here in America, but it is still interesting. I understand this man's frustration. The number of movie trailers before the actual movie starts can be ridiculous at times. Even after all of those trailers end, there are sometimes commercials pertaining to popcorn and drinks, or commercials promoting the movie theater brand. In a way, you are wasting a small amount of your life watching all of that trash before the actual movie starts. In terms of the story today, the man said there were 30 minutes of trailers, advertisements, and other fillers. He had to miss a work call because the movie did not end on time. From my perspective, it's interesting that he was awarded $230 in damages, $92 in costs, and the company was ordered to pay $1,148 to the Consumer Welfare Fund, which is a government body that aims to protect consumers. I'm curious, what do you think about all this? Have you ever been to a movie theater and been frustrated by how late the movie started because of all of the trailers and other commercials? If so, tell me about it in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I want to also thank all of my channel members. If you would like to become a channel member, there is a link in the description beneath this video. You can read more about the different membership levels. Please also check out some of the great books that I suggest you consider reading in the description below. I've included Amazon affiliate links to these books. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Stay healthy and wealthy. I'll see everyone in the next video.